back, guys. Today is still Sunday. I came out this afternoon to do a little bit more on the property as we had a little bit of time, and the rain never came, although I think it's hitting us pretty far, just a little bit south of us, pretty hard. They're getting some flood warnings down there, but just came out the trails that you have not seen yet, but this is kind of my favorite part of the property. Whenever we came to check out this property in 2020, we walked back these trails that at that time were not even open, but my wife and I and my 6-month-old son came walking back here. And honestly, this is probably what sold it to us, was this extra piece of field that was already cleared. It's about 6 acres, and we just really enjoy having some open space to ride, trails, for hunting, for just enjoyment, with a lot of plans for what may come in the future out back this way. It's taken a long time to get it to this point. When we got here, we didn't have our Coyote tractor, so we had somebody come out here and brush hog it the first time, and it wasn't long after that we ended up getting our Coyote to try to maintain this piece of the property a little bit more, keep the grass cut. It is due for another cut, but in the meantime, I like to keep these trails a little bit more clear. We come back with the dune buggy or just for a walk, or what I'm hoping to go for a little bit of a jog later. It's just nice to have these open, and I think it looks sharp to have these trails down the center of the field. We kind of keep the trail up on the ridge line where you can kind of see both sides. Whenever we're back here looking for deer and stuff, it just gives us a good vantage point. So keeping the trail up in the center for right now. We have a branch that comes down here on the lower part into the woods that heads back to the house, and then again on another branch that comes down this way, heads back towards where our pasture and everything is for the horses down below the barn. So I have most of this cleared out so far. I'm gonna head down this way. I gotta open up this trail a little bit with the Hustler. It's doing a great job. It's a little bit bigger of a task than it is really designed for, but I keep the deck up as far as I can. It does a pretty good job just topping things off. Grass is dry right now, which is fantastic. And whenever, I don't know if you can hear that, but there's the thunder, and it is south of us, but hopefully that stays south. We can keep finishing up what we started here while the grass is dry. But yeah, I keep the deck up off the ground as much as I can. And whenever this grass, when you're getting up that high, is not very thick, so it still does a good job cutting it pretty clean. I usually try to hit it twice whenever I let it go this far with the Hustler to bring it down to a nice clean finish. But we're gonna head down now, the rest of the trail, out towards the pasture, mow around that fence, and head back up to the house. Oops, that did not go to plan. It's very deceiving here, but this hill headed down into this trail is extremely steep. And I come down this way quite frequently with this mower, but the grass again is taller than I like it to be. So it got slippery really fast, and I came down the first time and I caught it, and I was able to swing out here and head out that direction. But when I came the second time, there was no saving it. And I ended up in this bush. And so here's where I came down to the bottom of the trail the first time and was able to swing out along the trail. Turned around, came back up the hill, came back for a second pass, and man, this thing is buried back here. The wheels really just loaded up with mud, and it was not coming out. So we've got to save it. I'm gonna go have about a half a mile walk back to the garage, and then we'll come pull this thing out of here and drive the Coyote back, walk back another half a mile, and get this thing back to the garage. Maybe we can still finish up before the rains come. But that's a mistake that I did not want to have to make today. I never want to make a mistake, but this sucks. Got chewed up in the brush while I was attempting to find some dry ground, sticks, whatever back in there, and it wasn't to be found, especially once those tires loaded up. So we're gonna head back, take a walk. Maybe I'll even do my jog now since I have a half mile to go. So we'll take actually, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. We have a little jog planned for today. I've got a half mile walk ahead of me due to my own mistakes. We're gonna turn that into a half mile jog. So I'll log this on Strava and then we'll get this thing out of here. The rains are coming, but we're getting our run in. Anyway, so we're about halfway there. Quarter mile to go. We made our run, pushed it to half a mile. It wasn't quite a half mile by the time I got to the gate here. That gate headed out to the trail. So I did a lap around the house, made it to half a mile. Strava stats are probably over here somewhere. But now, it's time to get this coyote back there before the rains come, which they're not far away. So I'm gonna put you guys on short little clips, but I'm gonna hurry up back there. Because once it's muddy, tractor doesn't like to come back to trail. So let's go get it. The rains are here. We gotta hurry now. We gotta get this tractor back too. I'm gonna hook this here. All right, so bear with me a second, guys. I've gotta hurry. We're gonna strap one here. For the sake of hurrying, we're hooked around here, double toe strapped to a raker on the box blade. Let's get this thing going. Slow and steady here. Won't take much. I don't even have the hydrostatic disengaged, but it's so slick. Well, as long as I take it slow, we shouldn't have any problems. We're gonna stop right there. I'm gonna jump on the Hustler, see if we can get it moving. Coyote's loaded up. I did not plan a second run today, but that's what we're gonna do. I gotta log on Strava. So with the rains here, I'm definitely taking this jog a little bit slower because it is slippery on a lot of parts of this trail. But we'll be all right. I did not plan a second jog today, but I also only ran a half a mile the first time, which is what I've been doing to ease into this. But this coming week, my plan was to start doing miles instead of half miles. So we're kind of going to start that today, even though it's in sets of two half milers. It'll still be a good test to see how I feel tomorrow, how my legs feel. So I'm going to stick to it here, and I'll catch you back with the lawnmower. We made it, but so did the rains. All right, I'm going to jump on and go. See you guys at the garage. So we made it back. That turned into quite the adventure. The Hustler did not want to go up one of the hills very well. I had to take a couple different tries to get up up one of the hills. It's just too slippery with those tires loaded up. It was just sliding all over the place. But we made it in, all tidied up back there. Yeah, it turned into more of an adventure than I thought. We didn't get to finish mowing, but we got a little bit of something done. So sometimes that's just how it goes. It was actually turned into a little bit of fun. I had 2 runs. We'll take it. So yeah, that's really all I've got for today then. We're out of time and out of weather. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you tomorrow.